Good. Happy Wednesday morning to everybody online. And I am excited to be back with you guys. I've been away for a little bit. News has been non existent pretty much. And so today is the first day of some big major impact news in about 5 minutes. And so I'm excited about that to see what's going to transpire. So I want to call it today. I'm going to put it in the chat group. Happy Wednesday, WINS. Hopefully that's what's happening. Now, we're already winning. As you can see, we've been in this trade for quite a while. This is euro dollar. And this morning we should have some type of movement because it's been since Sunday that we haven't had any high impact news. And this morning, in about 4 more minutes, we're going to have CPI, which is Consumer Price Index news. And in brief, CPI is basically released every month, somewhere around the 16th. Not the 16th, I'm sorry, but around 16 days after the end of the month. So here we are around the 10th. So don't ever expect it to be exact, but that's kind of like an average number. But what it does is it just kind of looks at how much we've been spending on different products and services throughout the U.S. Last time we looked at this, it was the Kiwi, which is the New Zealand dollar. But today is going to be the United States. And so based on how we spend our money or how much we spend on products and services, they're going to take that number from last month, compare it to this month, and we're going to see if we've been spending more. I'm going to guess we have. And if we have been spending more, then what ends up happening is that causes the government to understand that inflation has happened. Already know things have gone up. I was looking at different products that we purchase at the grocery store. It's already up 30%. Like, eggs. I saw the price of eggs is like 30% higher than it was before. So when you go from $4 a dozen to like $6 a dozen, that's a really big jump. Or $4 to $5 is even a big jump. So if that happens, that means that unfortunately things are more expensive, and that's going to have a negative effect on people being able to trade, and that's going to then cause the value of the dollar to weaken. And if it weakens, it goes up on the Dixie, which is here. And if the Dixie goes up, which we believe is happening, as you can see, our P2P indicator, which is pivot to pivot indicator, it's already showing us this green indication that there's some demand building up here. And we've already identified a zone on the 3-day here. Let's go to there. There we go. So at least somewhere in this area. Now this is a massive area, so I haven't done my homework to look into this area. Yeah, anything around, yeah, that's too much. So that move is I wouldn't want to see anything greater than maybe 0.25. The fact that that's 1.6%, that's a lot. So I would have to do some more homework. So if I had to guess, I'd probably say they're probably going to come up into this area here, which is the distal body of the leg out. So if they do come up there, we're talking about 104.44 from where it is now to the upside. If that happens, then what that means is that euro dollar is going to experience a downtrend, which is what we've already anticipated way before this move has gone up. And we know that because we go back. We can see we got in at 110, I think 30 actually. We had a trade up here, 110.80. And then 110.40. So we got 1 minute before CPI news comes out, and the biggest instrument that's going to be affected by the news would be the euro dollar. So that's why I'm looking at that one. For those of you who are in this trade, I already have a stop loss at 110.15. News is pumping already. If it hits my stop loss, I'll deal with that, and we'll probably jump back in, depending on how high it goes. We'll jump back in, but I'm expecting it to drop. I'm not expecting it really to go up. Because as you can see from the bottom, we're TPing down here. So I'm just gonna hold it and see what happens. Now, if I were to guess, we have a level here that has not been tapped into. That's at 110.04. I don't know if there's anything in here, but this is a breakout to the upside. If they pierce 109.82, meaning if they open and close above that, then we should expect them to continue up. But even if they do continue up, we have our positive stop loss there, or our manual trailing stop, and we're already protected. So I'm not even worried about what the news does today. If I got anybody online, just so I can feel like I'm not talking to myself, can I get a hello, a good morning, or something? Let a brother know that he is loved today. While we're sitting here waiting for this thing to pay us more. Let me see here. They're pumping that thing, boy. So what they're doing is, as you can see, we've already identified a major support level. They've touched this level, I don't know how many times. But we can see here, since we put this on here, it's come down here once, twice, three. This is the fourth time it's here. So what we call gentleman's rule. Gentleman's rule is, what's up, Octane? Guy? Gentleman's rule is the concept that, if you have like a touch within a support or resistance level 3 or more times, then after the third time, then you should have passageway for a break, whether it's resistance or support. In this case, it is support. We've already got our 3 touches. We actually are on the 4th one here. And so we're just waiting to see what's going to transpire. But like I said, I see another level here that hasn't been tapped into. This is an immediate retest pointing there, which would make this a false positive on the euro dollar. Get everybody thinking, to jump in on this. All right, so we got a signal of an uptrend. Let me go down. As you can see, big picture, I'm shorting. So I'm not worried about this little false move they're doing here. But I do want to take a look at it, see if I can. Oh yeah, there's something in here. This is a drop base drop. They could react off of this though. I like this. It is uptrend formation, but all of this, it says uptrend. So here's the zone. That's clean. That hasn't been tapped into yet. The indicator's not picking up, but that's because the layout is not up to speed, but I like it. So I'm going to highlight it. Oops, not that one. We're going to do that, and we're going to do that. All right, so I'm going to get a little bit of supply here. And we got this on the 1 hour. So if it goes up, this would be the next area that I anticipated would react off of to short. So you can see on the 1 hour, they're building up buying pressure here. So they're playing this range again. All right, so we got this supply zone on the 1 hour. We have a false positive here on euro dollar. Institutions are pumping it up. Another reason why I know it's false is because this formation here is a downtrend formation. So they do have an anticipation to come down. So I'm not worried about this silly little false positive. I wouldn't even want to trade anything like this, even though this is about 40 pips. Um, you don't really know when they're gonna just like slam and start coming back down. So I can only imagine how many people are jumping in on this thing to go long, which is fine. I mean, as long as you make some money. I mean, it doesn't matter if you traded this going long. That's fine. The key is you just got to know when to get out, and I'm sure they're gonna do something here. Here's another immediate retest showing buying rejection, and so they're just retesting that same area up in here, and they might even go up here. But this up here, even though I'm calling it a supply zone, it's really just a supply trap for resistance traders. But that's what I see. I see this right here. Yeah, that would have been some nice money to catch, but I wasn't willing to get out of my trade to catch this move right here and then lose that whole downside. Ain't that serious. And that would have been a high risk because the trend is down. So you're taking a very, very, very high risk trading long when the big picture trend is down. So you see an IR behind that level, Kai? Were you talking about the same one here? Or was it on a different time frame? Because when you guys send me messages on the live chat, it's delayed. So by the time I see it, I could have already moved on. So just let me know what time frame you were looking at when you said IR. If it was this 1 hour, and if it is it? Are you talking about this one? So looking at that, they're pumping from the high time frame. I don't have a high time frame. I just did a 4 hour. I don't know which high time frame chart you're talking about. The only one I did was this one, 4 hour. Bam, bam, bam. Immediate retest. Oh, this one here. Yeah, I think you're talking about this. If you're talking about the 4 hour chart, this is where I started. This is an immediate retest pointing to the supply zone that I picked. So if that's the one, then yeah, I agree with that. Yes, sir. Oh, perfect. Yeah, then that's the same one. Yeah, as soon as I changed the time frame, I saw it. Yeah, I saw this right here. What's good? My guy Andre's on the line. Yeah, so we're coming into some resistance here. That's what this is. It's uptrend. If it breaks through it, and they're gonna tackle this little supply zone here. But they're again just playing this stupid range that we've been in for a very long time. Like this range began a year. So we've been in this range since April the 12th. So for a whole month, it's just been going up and down while we've been trying to short. So this is a very, very long, drawn out range. And I believe what they're trying to do is fool all of those who trade support to think that because the big picture is long, if I go to the 5-day, you'll see the big picture is long. You know, so I'm not in disagreement that they're going to be taking this thing up higher. But the problem is, if we believe that they're taking it up from here, then we need to be going long. And that's what most people are thinking, that the uptrend is continuing here, and that's the reason why they're dragging it out for a month. Price is not breaking this support level. But I believe that they are going to break it simply because we have opens and closes below support. We've also broken anchors down here below support. So these are all signs to me that the sellers are looking to capitalize off of the demand that they left down here. And, you know, when they come down here, I guess I should say buyers. the buyers that purchased down here, they had a lot of orders, and so those orders took off. This is the candlestick in charge that caused all of this up movement, and then we have an immediate retest here pointing to this. So that lets me know they're headed back down. They're selling everything, and so this is what some people call distribution. So they start selling here. It just tells me there was a lot of orders. That's all. And that's what's taking so long. And so they're trying to get rid of them. And then when they get down here to demand, they'll start accumulating again and taking off to the upside. There's Kai says there's one pointing to it up and behind it to the left a little. Pointing to it up and behind it to the left. A little bit higher on the left. You must be talking about this one here. This candle, 5-8 at 6 a.m. If that's the candle, then yeah, that would be another immediate retest. We'd have two of them. Let's look at some other pairs while we're waiting. Obviously, they're creating a false positive for now, and we'll just wait. Let's look and see what else we got here. What's going on the 6-minute chart? Uh, 6-minute. Okay, cool. Octane, I got you. We are in agreement. Cool. 6-minute. Oh, 6-minute is just showing the uptrend, that's all. Ooh. Somebody made some good money this morning. But boy, are they in for a massive surprise when this thing starts tanking. I hope people started moving their stop losses. Hey, one day we'll scalp the news. How about we do that? That way we can catch stuff like this. But to scalp, you got to get out of all your other trades. That's the only problem. So we could have scalped this and caught it and verified the uptrend and then snatched it to the upside. This is a nice little move they did here. 50 pips, yeah. That would have been nice. All right, let's get back to business because we're swing trading this thing. We're not day trading. So we got to exercise more patience. That's basically what. All right. So Pilarche says, how's your Aussie Swiss? I got an add-on at 6011 that just triggered. Let's see. How is my Aussie Swiss? I'd say it's looking pretty good there, buddy. Yes, sir. We are looking good. Here you go. This is my Aussie Swiss. So looks like we need to move the stop loss. What's this says? Demand on the 6-hour. Get rid of that. Get rid of this. All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to move my stop loss up here, secure some more money. We're going to do that at 59.90. All right, 59.90. So there we go. We are doing well. So I haven't done it in add-on, but if I did, it'll. Where did you get in? 60.11. Yeah, that was good. That was a nice one. Yeah, you already up like 30 pips. Good stuff. See, that's what I like to hear. And this is where we're heading, guys. So as you can see, we're taking it all the way up here to 0.63. Heading up to this 2-day zone. Right now I'm on 6 hour. If I do go to the 2-day, this is what our actual time frame looks like. So as you can see, we caught a demand zone on the 20-minute chart. And look how sniper that thing is. It came down and wicked right into this area of demand and then took off perfectly. And we were able to catch a couple of them. So the reason why you guys see 201 is because I had an order down here at 58.70. And then I did another add-on, kind of like Fx'tive Capital just did. He did an add-on just recently. I did mine down here. So that's why you see 201. I had a 101 and a 100 standard lot already. So both of them together, I moved my stop loss up right above this newly created consolidation or base or demand, or whatever you want to call it here, that they're creating. I'm just getting it under all of that consolidation. So if they pull back, I at least get paid whatever this is at the time. So, or $1,900 actually. It's already said. So that's my stop loss. So that's what I'd make. I won't be able to make this up here on the TP, but I'll make this, and I'd have to figure out a way to get back in. But all in all, we are good to go. No worries here. I think this was by Fx'tive, who gave us this trade originally when we audited it. So thank you. Much love to you. What else we got here? Aussie dollar. I'm in that one. Oh, negative. That's why I'm not looking at it. Oh, I got a supply zone. Why am I in the trade down here if I have supply up there? Oh, I must have been in this trade earlier, catching this downtrend, and then now they pulled back on me. That's what it is. And I forgot to put my stop loss on here. So I was probably shorting when it was going down, and now their news just came out. So this thing turned around on us. That's what it is. Oh, yeah, here's supply. Yeah, this looks like euro dollar. Aussie dollar and euro dollar are positively correlated. So it would make sense that if there's a supply up here, that there would be that supply trap for the resistance traders. I mean, not the resistance, for the buyers that are trying to go long. Those support traders, they were trading to go long. And so there's going to be a supply trap that's going to bring them back down. My guy, Casey, good morning to you. Great to hear from you. What else we got here? So this is looks like a pretty big area, but let's see. Yeah, that is. Yeah, you're talking about 30 pips, but I do like that 34 pip range. I'll take it. It is also near mid pivot when it comes to curve. So when we're looking at curve analysis, which where are we coming from? So curve analysis will be from this pivot back here to this pivot down here. Kind of the curve we're looking at. So based on that big picture curve, because we plan on going very low. You see this? We're shorting all the way down to 60.40. So coming back here, we see they pulled back on us from this downtrend as we were shorting, taking this thing down. They've now come back and pulled back on us. And had I had my stop loss here, I would have been able to, make some money and then catch this on the supply. So we had already even seen it hit supply here. That's probably the reason why we started shorting, because it hit it and started shorting. But to see it come all the way back and eat up the rest of those sell orders kind of hurts a little bit. Brother want to get paid now. But got to deal with it. All right. Let's see what we got next. Bitcoin. All right. So Bitcoin is doing me dirty. As you can see, I have a buy stop order and a buy limit order. Remember, I found or located what I believe on the 15-hour to be a trap down here. So again, support traders, that are trading support and resistance. If you're trading support, be careful. If you're putting a tight stop loss, and you most likely will get, stopped out because there's a demand level here that's 26,375 that they could be after. They've already made 2 attempts. We have 1 here, actually 3. I got to count this one here. So this move down may not look like it to you, but that's a pretty massive move. You see that? That's 9%. 1% is big, so 9 is massive. So it moved 9% here. They moved even more here, 13%. And then since here, they moved down 9% again. So there's a reason why they keep playing in this area. And I'm anticipating them coming down, wicking into this area, and then taking it long again. This is also uptrend formations. All of this is noise and it's garbage. There's nothing in here to stop it from going up. So I'm still looking at an uptrend. So I had 2 orders, a buy stop and a buy limit, but it's just playing around both of those prices. So the buy limit has not triggered yet. In a trade on the pound yen on the 5-minute. All right. So Swiss yen, we're in this trade, looking good on this one. So I have a very small stop loss. So tight stop loss. See if I can find that again. Oh, okay, yeah, it's up here. So yeah, there's not really a good spot for me to put my stop loss on this one. It can still even come back to where I'm at. So I'm just gonna hold it here. I'm not gonna move it down because I'm definitely gonna get taken out of this trade. This Swiss yen just bounces all over the place, and it's annoying. I hate it. I don't like this pair. For some reason, I'm not getting out of it, but I hate it, and I will always say that pair that I hate because it goes back and forth too much, and I don't like day trading. I don't like getting in and out, in and out, in and out. I just want to get in the trade, and then the money just keeps growing and growing and growing. It can grow slowly, but just grow. Don't grow and then take it back. Grow, take it back. Grow, take it back. That's what Swiss yen does to you. Yep. It's that crazy relationship. You can't let them go, but they don't treat you right. They don't treat you right, but for some reason you just can't let them go because you just think, oh, it'll get better. There's potential. See that downtrend? There's potential. It'll get better. That's what we say to ourselves. And so we just hold on in the hope of it getting better. And what happens? Just do what's wrong again. All right, so moving on before I get mad. Look, this is weird. I'm probably the craziest trader on here. How am I mad? I'm already up on the trade and I'm mad. But I'm mad because, look, why are you taking so long? Just move. I had way more money than this when it was down here. It just went back up, so that's where I'm coming from. Dixie. So looking at Dixie, we were anticipating they started to go up, but they pulled back and have come down since. So let's see what they do. Oh, we have a demand trap down here. I didn't see this before. And then this is a strong support level here. Let me move that down. This is the support they're dealing with. That right there. This is a downtrend wick over wick. Anything below that is going to keep going down. Aha, found you. So let's see what they do with this area. Let's go down to the 5 minute on this thing and see if there's somewhere for them to turn and go back up. Ooh, that was nasty. That news said, "Pow!" I don't see anything in there. Where are you going? Aha. They could be coming here. Where's the turn at? All right, so let's do this here. And let me get some pivots. Oh, it hasn't. That's what it is. Give me a second, guys. The 3 day. So 3 day, 30 minute, 3 hour. Oh, this is a massive demand level here. Well, I don't know if that's demand. It's kind of ugly to me. But this is all uptrend here. See how nasty this is? See how they were in an uptrend, but as they were going up, they created nothing but noise. And then they slammed down, but they're not done going up. You guys see that? Here's the last pivot high. Here's the last pivot low. They're in an uptrend. All of this is false. This little short thing, because when Dixie goes down, that's a signal of a strong dollar, meaning you don't need as much money when you convert or exchange it for other currencies. So when you see this value going down on the Dixie, it means that we are not needing to spend so much when we go to other countries. The value of the dollar is strengthening, but our dollar is not strong. There's nothing strong about our economy right now. So let me go down. This is the 3 hour. Let me go to 30 minute. Let me turn on some of these indicators, see if we can get some. There we go. They're after these two daily open prices from a couple of days ago. It's not the greatest area, but I still kind of like it. I like this down here too, but not a lot. This little guy here. This will probably at the bottom work out more than this one, but let's see. This is nasty. Anybody that was going long on Dixie, ooh, they just got taken advantage of. go to our euro dollar again. Or no, this is the S&P. So S&P, remember, we're waiting for it to come up here. There's a flip zone on a 31-day chart and a supply zone on that same area is a supply zone as well on the 4-day. So glad we weren't in this. Ooh, this would have worked out. Remember I told you guys there's a support level and you can take your chance on going long from support to go up, but I wasn't going to do it because I didn't want to take the chance on it continuing down. Well, had we taken that chance, we would have been right because it's reacting to support right now to the upside. The last time we looked at this, I think the S&P was up here, and I was letting you know that there's a strong possibility that they could be turning here. Of course, if you had a tight stop loss, you would have gotten stopped out, but all in all, it did go long. All right. Here's euro dollar. And euro dollar is officially in that supply zone. It's even pierced it, so I don't like that. But looking at this 4 hour, the sellers are giving the buyers a run for their money because this candle has now changed from blue to white. So that means sellers have now kicked in. There's a fight between the bulls and the bears. But there's been a fight between bulls and bears since back here a month ago, April the 12th. So we've been in this same range for over a month. I have not moved, nor am I going to move. So we're just going to hold it. And unfortunately, they're just making us wait. But the payoff will be worth it. Let me see if we're starting to get a turn in this area. Let me go to a smaller time frame. What is this, the 4 hour? Let's go to the 4 minute. Not quite yet, but it's already starting. You guys see? You got all this strength here. It's still white, even on down on the 4 minute. So these buyers, they got to fight these sellers that have come in here as well. But as you guys can see, it's starting to get choppy. That means they're losing strength. So unless a market maker comes in and adds more buying orders here, then this thing is going to come down. So we just got to wait and see if that's going to be the case. I really hate that they did this false move because now we got to sit here and wait all week for this thing to come back down again. All right. All right. So 3 minutes shows that they're getting rejection from sellers. They're getting some selling pressure. Buyers are getting some rejection there. Resistance is kicking in. 2 minute chart says the same thing. This area here could push it back up, but probably not, because when this red candle here came down into this area and it pushed up, this was the most strength they had. So there's no more buying pressure in here. So either a market maker has to come in and add more buying orders right now, which is what happened here. So the reason why this candle turned blue is because these orders were just now added. These orders were not sitting there. It was all sellers. And so some market maker came in and added these to push up, and they could do it again to push up because there's still more upside potential in this range. Look how wide the range is. The range goes all the way up here. So they're not going to go up here. This will be the highest that they will go that I could see, which will be back to our sell order that we originally had of 110.40. But it looks like the sellers are already kicking back in again. I do like this formation. This looks on the 3 minute like downtrend. So first level of business would be here. We would need for a candle to open and close below 109.97. We got 30 seconds. Let's see what happens. If we get a new candle to open below that dark blue line and close, I'm going to suggest that, there we go, it's pushing. Got 6 seconds. 2 seconds. If we get a close, then it should continue the downtrend. All right, let me label that, and then we'll look at something else and come back to it to see, because we got 3 minutes. What was this for? Downtrend breakout. All right, on the 3 minute, that's what we was waiting on. So we're just waiting on another candle to close, or even this one can do it. Pound dollar. Woo! 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 I am getting spanked on this thing. They even broke my pivot high. All right, that means my analysis was, well, it doesn't mean it was incorrect. It's just because they didn't close above this, they just wicked. Pound dollar is in an uptrend, big picture. But I was anticipating it shorting. We caught a little bit of the short here, and you see it kept going down, but I did it again, did put my stop loss, and they did this old weird turn. They have not closed above my pivot high, so I'm going to assume that this is still a valid range. But man, this is hurting. All right, so I don't want to look at that no more. Kiwi dollar. All right, we're doing good on this one here. All right, so we have a 6105 buy limit order that didn't get triggered. I remember this one. It came down really close, but didn't pick us up. So we had a buy stop order at 62.25, and we did get that one. It has gone long, and we have our positive stop loss at 62.60 so that we can capture 45 pips in the event that this thing decides to pull back strong. Dollar CAD, that should have moved. Oh man, I was really green on this one earlier. So I'm looking at this as an uptrend, and so I was green on this trade, and then I was trying to catch a buy stop here again. But since that false positive happened, that caused the dollar CAD to go down. But it looks like it's turning already because I see a wick here. Let's go down to maybe the 1 hour. There we go. So it's already turning. All right. We're just going to have to wait for that. You know what? I think I'm going to jump in on this one now and ride that up to here. I'm just going to buy 50 right now. So I just bought another 50. So this 150 just turned to 200,000. So you guys can't see it, but because TradingView, for some stupid reason, they like to add everything up together. I like to see my entries separated, so I know where I already got in. When they do this, it's like I can't tell. But I just added another 50 to go up to, because that's an uptrend formation. So I want to get some of that money back. All right. What do we got going here? Dollar Swiss. I'm in this old ugly thing. This is Lamar's pair. All right, so I was positive on this one. Oh, for some reason I must believe that it could come back to 88.55. Right now it's at 88.85. So there's a potential 30 more pip drop that the Dollar Swiss could go down to. Hit my buy limit order, and then we can take off and go up. So I must have had a buy stop order at 89.15 and a buy limit order at 88.55. It hit my buy stop, made us positive a little bit, but it has now pulled back. Looks like it's heading to the buy limit order, and I'm taking it. I'm shaving off at 90.20. Actually, I should shave off here. $90.93. Yeah, so we'll do 90.90. I'll shave off at 90.90 there. All right. I don't know why this thing is there. What is that? Sell. Take that off. Oh, I think I know what happened. I think I'm counter trend trading. That's what it is. I just seen this. So I was in a short, and when it came down here, it looks like I must have anticipated pulling back and going long up to here before continuing the short. So it looks like that's what I was trying to catch. Because I have sell orders and I have buys. I'm trying to figure out why do I have both. Yeah, so that's what I was doing. All right, so if you guys want to get in here, the safest thing to do would be to put either a buy stop order at 89.15. And if you're very, very, very conservative and you're like, man, Professor, if this thing is going down, which is what I have here, this is what I have it doing, going down. So that's why I'm saying me going long is just going long up to here to continue shorting. So this is a risky position for me to take this up here. But I'm taking it based on the fact that there is a 20, I don't even have it up there. Looks like it said 20. Oh, okay, here's the zone on 20 hour. So apparently I'm chasing after this guy here. You can even see it on the 10 hour. Let's look at that. Oh, that does look better. At 10 hour, now let's see what the 5 hour looks like. Okay. I like the 10 the most. It's possible. Here's some uptrend right here. So it's possible we can hit that buy limit order maybe and then go up. I'm so glad to be on the 5 hour. I can clearly see this is uptrend. So right where we got in to go long, see how they turn right here? People like myself who know where the perfect entries are, they like to play around those areas to try to shake people out of their trades. So I can just tell they're going to they're going to go back up. So I'm just going to hold it. And you guys see that? I'm in drawdown 58 pips and I'm not even sweating. When you're a swing trader, this is what you got to deal with. The swings. That's why they call it swing trading. You got to deal with all the swings. And the only way to deal with that is to not have your account be over leveraged. All right, let's get to, we're getting close. I think somebody said dollar yen. Kai said dollar yen. Oh, Casey said he's in the pound yen. I don't have that one. Let's look at that. And then we'll look at dollar yen. And then I'll be done for the day. I went through all my trades already, pretty much. Let me do these real quick. So I'm in oil. We are up. We have two positions here. And then I'm adding another position. So my buy limit got triggered. Here's a buy stop. Then I'm going to start selling as it goes up. And I'm taking it all the way up to 113.90. That's my anticipated final TP before we should start thinking about selling. So that's looking good. Gold, I was shorting gold. It was positive this morning, but the news came out. So that, again, made it move the opposite direction temporarily. So I'm expecting that to come back down. As you can see, this is my curve. And so this looks like we have a long way to go to the downside. Will it make it all the way down there? I don't know. We have mid pivot here. So I'm going to anticipate it won't go down that low. But we also have support here. So this could literally just pull back to here and then continue going long. So I think I'm going to, I don't know. I got to monitor this. I'm just going to put an alert at this support level. And once I get alerted, let me see here. Then I'll, kind of make a decision from there. And then I'll have an alert for this pivot high if it pierces that for me to come back and look at my trade. But I think it's going to come down for a bit. XRP, I've been in and out of this one, and now I'm out of it. And I have a buy stop at 49.20, buy limit at 35, taking it up to 97.33. All right, those are all my trades. Now let's get to, what was that? Casey has pound yen. All right, let's look at that. Oh, we were already in this trade. We already took profit here. That resistance was not major enough. They pushed this thing up. So this was the level we were anticipating it shorting, but they came up to this other level here. And then they pierced it. They broke the anchor. And then they left an uptrend formation. So this pound yen is going to continue going long. So far, that's what I see. Yeah, this is an uptrend. Whew. That's a long uptrend. All right, so since they pierced that, let's map it out here. So we're going to do an untraditional fib. Let's go ahead and reset everything. Pivot high. Delete all of this from the chart. We're going to start over. All right, you guys, let's go ahead and map this out and see if we can make some moolah. On the 8th. Oh, yeah, pound dollar on the 8th. Gotcha. All right. $170.36. 170. All right, so let's do this. All right, so Casey is in at $170.70. And he's going long. All right. 170. Yeah, that's it. 70. Stop loss at 169.41. 169.41. All right. All right. So before we deal with that there, price action right now is at 170. Okay. So we got a little time. So let me map this out real quick. For those of you wondering what I'm doing here, this is our indicator here at our company that we created here. What it does is just allows me to more quickly annotate on my chart. And we have a lot of different stuff plugged in here, and it just kind of speeds up the process. So all of our over 40 something years of expertise that we have at Toshi Markets, as well as Fx'tive H&W, our team, we just plugged all of our years of experience in here, and it kind of speeds up the process for charting. So if you guys are interested in something like this, hit us up, and you can just go to my profile, find somewhere to contact me, and then we'll set up a meeting and we'll get you going. I wanted to identify, supply and demand. All right, and then we're going to be going long. And I'm going to use this and this. This is going to be my curve. I'm going to use this as my pivot high, and I'm going to use this as my pivot low here. Let me see what time frame we got though. Yep, that's it. So I'm going to use this as my pivot low, and we're going to use this as our curve. So if we use this as our curve, you can see price action already came down and hit what would have been our buy order had we mapped this out earlier. That would have been a sniper entry. Look at that. Pow! Would have been able to take off. 156.36 would have been a good place there. Right now, if you want to get in this Trizade, what is this here? You little sneaky devils. They are sneaky. They got a little trap right here. That's what this hit. That was strong. Let me see if they hit it. Ooh, not quite. Oh no, they didn't even get in there yet. $172.51. What is your Casey? Your TP is. Let me see. Pound yen. 171.36. Oh yeah, you'll get that. But let's see where it's going now. Hold on. All right, so let me go down to maybe the daily. Let me just use this. Hold on, guys. Okay, so that's the whole thing. All right, Casey. So the next stop for pound yen is you can actually hold this all the way up to 180. Let's just call it even. Let's do 180 even on this. Pound yen is going to go even higher. This is uptrend here. So they're going to take this thing way up. It looks like they're coming. into this area here. That looks like the 66 mark though. Let me see here. That doesn't look like supply. Yep, that's 66. So there's going to be a major resistance level in here. That's what this is. And that's going to cause it to go back down. But pound yen, it should be pulling back to the downside on the smaller picture. So let me put these numbers in here and then we'll go forward. I'll just make it 5. All right, so we got our 180. That's what I would do as far as a TP, but now we got to figure out where to get in. Get rid of these. All right. Let's see. All right, now that we got rid of all that, let's and I have that saved. Oh no, I didn't get rid of it. Hold on. 1, 2. Wait, what just happened? Oh, I didn't hit OK. I gotta save it. Sorry. There we go. All right, now I gotta figure out where to get in at on this thing. So I'm gonna go, real small. I'm gonna just use current price, pivot high and pivot low on the 1 month chart. Way down there like that. And then drop this thing. Let me see. Let's take this down to a daily. All right. And let me edit Casey's entries here. 70.70. Lock it. Uh, 169.41. All right. Looks like your stop loss is going to get triggered. There's a level here that it could touch. Polarche is back. 15 minute. Yeah, your stop loss can get triggered. It's not in the best spot. But let's see. Hold on. And where you got in was not the best entry. You got in above curve. You're not supposed to be going long above the 50% mark. So see how it's mid pivot here? anything above mid pivot, you should be considering shorting. Anything below, you should be considering going long. So you enter at the bottom to go long, and you enter towards the top to short. So this would have been a shorting opportunity here, not a buying. Even though it is long, my point is you're in the middle of curve, and so there's going to be a lot of consolidation. You don't jump in a trade. You can. I mean, it's not impossible, but it just makes it harder because the middle of the curve is where they do a lot of the bouncing back and forth with support and resistance. If you keep it at the extremes like this, now you're trading supply and demand. You have a way less opportunity or chance of, being shaken out of that trade because it's turning from here or turning from there, not a lot of volatility back and forth. There's no turn in here. There's just volatility. So that's why you see it's been going back and forth for pretty much a while now, for days. It's just playing in this area. So this wasn't the best area to enter, but you are facing the right direction. I can tell you that. So it is in an uptrend as far as my assessment is. I do along, but it just wasn't the best entry. So let's see what we got here. Man, we got a problem though. They Let me see where daily opens are. Yep. I was looking down here because I'm like, why haven't they touched this here? So there's a possibility they can come down here before going back up. I'm trying to see how far they're going to pull back before continuing the long. Yeah, I'm going to have to change my mind on this one, Casey. Sorry. The big picture is a long, so you're facing the right direction, big picture. So if I were to right now we're zoomed into the 10-hour chart, but if I were to back up, to a weekly, you can clearly see it's in an uptrend and it still has a ways to go. As a matter of fact, the next stop for resistance is at 180. So you're correct as far as the uptrend is concerned. But when I zoom in, they look like they're pulling back before they continue that long. Yeah, and then over here on this 10-hour back here, this is supply. Now they pierced it, but respected it. So what that tells me is they do intend on going long, but they're respecting the fact that there is some strong selling pressure. And if you look here, look how long it shorted the last time it was at this price. How long did it tank before it turned around? It tanked 4%, which is about 700 pips. So let's take that same 700 and let's slide it over here and see where it ends us up at. You see? See how you're almost there? It's this guy here, right near the blue. So this open, this candle here, that's the one I was looking at earlier. I think they're going to come back down here. So this just kind of proves my point. I just went back in history to see when's the last time they dropped from this price before they turned, and it was right there. So bam, I think they're coming down here, Casey. That's why I said I don't think this is going to hold. I think this definitely is going to get hit. I can see it as they're pulling back. This is a immediate retest. There's nothing in here to stop this. Not that I can see. So I would uh, I would probably tighten the stop loss and not lose so much. I'd probably go here with it. 169.85. That's only like 30 more pips. And I'd see what would happen there. Text 169. I wouldn't want you to get out because you're facing the right direction, but the problem is I have a feeling that they're coming down here. And the reason why I'm saying that is because this was the last pivot high they created, and this pivot is not the proper pivot low because this pivot low was created on the way down before they turned, but this pivot high came from this pivot low. So I would move it here. I would say that that's a better curve than this curve here. And now based on this curve, we can now see that it's 165.77, something like that. But let's just test it and see if the indicator picks something up in here. And if it does, then I would, that looks nice on the 18-hour. Wait, hold on. Did it pick? Oh no, it's not gonna get that. So there was nothing higher. Flop 4 TM. Can you check euro dollar? Snipped it at 110. Okay. Yeah, we can go back to that. I'm in that one short anyway. And 110, I think was, I don't know what area. I think that was the area we said it might go back to because we had shorted originally from 110.30, I think. And they're just pulling back to that same area. Yeah, Casey, this thing's going to hit your stop loss, bro. So I would move it higher because I think they're shorting, not going long. At least not yet. Ooh, that's nice right there. There it is. I told you that was nice. Indicator picked it up perfectly, and it is near my blue line, slightly below it. So let's get rid of the blue line. This is where they're headed, Casey. It's a downtrend. And we have an immediate retest here giving us that indication. We also have a daily open here. So I would tell you to get in at 165.77. That would be your buy order, or you can just short from where you are if you want. That's up to you, but I see it going down, unfortunately, before it goes up. That's what they're doing. They're pulling back. Let's go ahead and put this order in. Let's do typical standard. 165. Let's do 80. All right, and then I'm gonna get rid of this lower one. Glad to see you guys participating, giving me some work to do. This is amazing. I love new ideas, new trades, because that puts money in my pocket and yours. You give me the pair, I chart it, and we both make money together. What a wonderful relationship. Where's the buy limit order? 165. Let's try 80. Get rid of that. All right. And then let's put some take profits in here. And I'm gonna go with the, ooh, that one looks nice too, but it's not gonna hold. I can see it. They're gonna come up here. But we'll just end there, take those out. Yeah, you see, Casey, that thing's pushing. All right. So you guys, if you guys want to be conservative, you can put a buy limit order here, wait for it to come down here, and then just hold this buy limit order till kingdom come, because it's gonna break past this too. It's in a big picture uptrend. If you want to risk shorting this down to here, you can do that. I've already mapped this out, so let me save this here on the 3-hour chart. So for those who are conservative traders, you got patience, you want to wait, and you want to make sure you're not, in a lot of drawdown, then this would be the one to just wait for. This is on the 3-hour chart. Bam. All right, and then I'll have this posted on the on my profile. So I'll do that in just a little bit. Matter of fact, let me label it so I'll remember. That's the one I'm doing. Take that off. So pound yen, I got to post. And then make sure all right. Cool. So I'll post pound yen when I get some time. And then you guys can just find a place to short if you want to short it. But I just want to keep you safe by getting in here and then taking it long. But it has a long way to go to the downside, it looks like. But I'm not jumping in that thing, because as soon as you jump in, yeah, that's 400 pips to the downside. That's a lot of money. So I'll post this, and then I'll find an area that I believe we could jump in to short it, and then I'll post that as well. So if you guys follow me on my profile, make sure you do that, or else you won't see it. Here we go. So if you go here, all you guys got to do, I'll post another idea. It'll be here on my page here. So just, I was trying to say over here, just follow me over here. And if you follow me when I post it, it'll flag you. Also, if you like anything that I'm doing, just go ahead and give it a boost. All you got to do is just hit this little rocket ship like people are doing here. And then what'll happen is other people who may type in or search $, they'll be able to see the same chart and then make this money just like we're making money right now on the live stream. I don't just do Forex. I do that mostly because that's the fastest moving market. Most people are afraid of it, but I've mastered it. I've been doing this over 25 years or something like that. So I love Forex, but I do stocks and indices, crypto, CFDs. Doesn't matter. I can look at anything, trade anything. Only thing I don't like is options. That's really slow for me. Options is kind of like guaranteed money for you. If that's what you really want to get into, you can kind of make money either way. It doesn't matter if the trade is winning or losing. You can make money off the interest doing options. Problem with options is it takes a lot more capital to get into a nice position, and you're not gonna hit your TP or make any real good money. As far as I found, it just takes too long for me. I don't want to wait like 3 months to make. Some of my friends that trade options, it takes them 3 months to make like 6%, 10%. Those are great numbers, because if I do that consistently, you're talking about 40% a year. But man, I could do 10% in a month. And if the market explodes because of news, I can do 10% in 2 weeks or a week. It just depends, but that's the beautiful thing about Forex. It just moves so fast. But if you don't know how to trade it, you will lose it really fast. So I don't encourage it unless you know what you're doing. So I just been doing it a long time. So I kind of have a little rhythm and understand it. Kind of like here. Just like I said, I don't want to jump in here because they're going to turn around. I can see here, if I jump in on a short to try to capture this 400 pips, I'll win it. But what if it pulls back on me back up to the top side? I'll be in drawdown 70 pips. If it comes back up here, because this is the area it would have to come back to if I want to get in on a short. I'll probably get in. I'm not mapping it out right now, guys, but just to show you, that's probably, if I were to give my estimated guess without charting it or analyzing it any deeper than that, I'd probably say there's something up in this area. Kai, you trade this a lot. Let me know what you have for pound yen. I got 170. I don't know, 45 possibly. Oh no, duh. I don't even know why I'm sitting here acting stupid. There's a daily open right here. If you guys want to short this, use the daily open. 170. Let's do a little earlier. 170. Now that I saw that, I ain't gonna even think. I ain't gotta annotate nothing. They gonna hit that daily open again. Trust and believe that. This is 3 hours. Yeah. Well, the supply zone's not on 3 hour. That's just the daily open. But let me see. Do I have my curve on here? Oh yeah, I do. This is it. Um, 1 second here. This got me. The daily open got me excited. I didn't even see that. So daily open is, a price that everybody loves to trade. I don't trade the daily open because they like to bounce around that thing like nuts, like crazy. So you got to be very conservative on your position size. So if you guys been with me for a while, you've heard me say 2 to 3% of your net asset value or of your balance. Looks like this 3 hour this daily open may not hold. It looks like they have a little trap sitting up here. There's an immediate retest. So it's possible it can come a little bit higher. Oh, that's not too much. If we get in at 66, this upper level is 170.80. So what I'm going to do is go right in the middle. I'm not going to go to the supply area, and I'm not going to do the daily open. I'm going to do this immediate retest right here, which is 170.74. So I'm going to call it 75. We're going to use an institutional number. You just caught the Swedish short on Aussie yen. You better catch the Swedish short. My guy. All right, so if you guys want to get in this trade, if it pulls back, you can get in at 170.75. All right. And this market is speeding right now. Let me go to my trade on euro dollar and see how we doing over here. Told y'all be thinking I'm playing. Look, try to tell y'all. Didn't I say they were going to short from that supply zone? Look at that 1 hour chart. Let's go back there. I love this game. Look at that. Them sellers kicked in. I told y'all this was fake. That's why I was like, I'm not jumping in on that thing. Casey, he said, coins. Coin. Oh, you're in that one. Gotcha. Well, I'm getting some coins. That's what I'm doing right now. All right, so we're good. Thank you. Flop 4 TM for go ahead and letting us know that 110, it definitely worked. Although the CPI came in detriment of the US dollar, I see it creating a new lower high on the daily trend. All right, cool. A new lower high on the daily. Boop. Yep, definitely came in here. It did create a lower high here at this support level. I mean, what am I talking about? Higher low. I'm sorry. It created this higher low, but I don't think this is going to hold here. This is just, a major support level that's not going to hold. But I do believe you're correct that it did create here a lower high. And that's what this move here is. We can see that lower high better like on a smaller time frame. So you guys can see it here. So price action has just been going down pretty much. So they broke this, but this is a media retest, and then they got this, and then they came up into this area here. So I'm expecting them to snip it and do stuff like that because the trend is up. They even left an uptrend formation, but they're going to eat up all these buy orders. Ooh, on the 15-minute, they're going to play with this again. So we're going to get, oh, this major support level is getting on my nerves. They created new demand, y'all. So that means when it comes down here, they're going to bounce off of this again and come back up somewhere, probably to the 50% level. Let's see. Where's 50%? Oh, they already touched 50% right here. See that? That's mid pivot. So they're probably going to create something at mid pivot. They're going to short, which is some kind of resistance or supply here. Come down, hit demand. We're going to get another pop back up again, wasted time up here. And hopefully they leave us a downtrend formation so that they can just break through. Because I am really, this is pissing me off like swish in. I ain't making no money with this thing going back and forth. And I don't want to get out because the moment I decide to get out and try to trade back and forth, because I could have made all that money back and forth here. That would not have been a problem. I just don't like day trading. I didn't get into trading to work. I got into trading to put my trade in, 5 minutes to chart it and walk away and just let the money ride. That's it. So I can go do other stuff. I don't want to sit here looking at charts all day. So it just makes me upset when it just goes back and forth for so. This is a month of just waiting for this thing to drop. And you don't want to get out, especially after it's gone sideways this long. You don't want to get out because the moment you get out, that's when it's going to tank. And you're going to be like, if I'd have just waited. So, all right, good stuff there. What else we got? Aussie yen. All right. Swedish short on Aussie yen. Am I in that one? No, I'm Aussie Swiss. All right. So Aussie yen. This is a Pilarche, yeah. Aussie yen. Ooh, that is a nice one. My. You got me saying my. It sure looks good tonight. I just showed my age. All y'all probably like, that old school hymn. That's all right, though. Sounds good to me. Your hymn will be old school soon enough. Keep living. He said, sing that song, my guy. He's stupid, dog. Yes, sir. That made me happy to see you trading. And look at that. Euro dollar downtrend, high probability. All right. See? You guys see how I call it before even the indicator calls it? Casey, what you know about Johnny Gill? Come on, man. You about 2 years old. You don't know nothing about Johnny Gill. Why you playing? All right. I'm just being funny, y'all. But did y'all see I called short on euro dollar and now the indicator wants to say short? That's why I tell y'all, learn the chart yourself. Just read the chart by yourself. And let the indicator validate you. Don't be following no indicator. Let the indicator follow you. All right, good job on the short Aussie yen. Ooh, pretty. Man, so what we gonna hang out, Pilarche? I know you got some money, boy. Ooh, that boy got some money in his pocket. Oh man, I wish you would have shared the wealth before it happened. Man, I don't know how you caught that, but that was a good catch because I don't see no reason for this thing to be going down from there. I don't know what made you do that. Ah, here it is. It's 216. I can see it now. That thing wicked in there, sniper. All right, good job, man. You got a long way to go down too. If I had to guess, I would say I'd probably say down here somewhere. Where is this thing going? Do I have this thing mapped out? Aussie yen? Nope, I don't have Aussie yen. All right, well. Um, What is the big picture trend of this thing? Oh, this thing. Ooh, ooh. You just tickle my fancy, bro. Oh, you got me making sounds. Ooh, yes. This thing is down. For real, for real. Yeah, they got a long way to go down. All right. So let's go back to that 100-minute and let's just deal with the curve of this. I ain't gonna deal with that whole big picture. They ain't about to have me bouncing around. Aussie yen is like Swiss yen. They'll rape you and then hold you and act like they made love to you. The chart. Euro dollar's pulling back, you guys. So this is the curve I would use. Let me know what you're using, Pilarte. I don't know what curve you're using, but I would use this curve right here. And then let's do some shorting. All right. Your first TP, Pilarte, should be at 90.88, or let's just call it 90.90, something like that. It's going to pull back there. That'll be the first area of support. So you want to shave at 90.90. Because you know me, I like to get out early. Next area of support, let's get out at 80 if it goes down that far. 89.66. And then 88.85. All right. Ooh, they hit this thing. Sniper, boy. So what I'm going to do is put a... So Pilarte, if they hit this TP, they don't have anything other than to go back to where they are. So be mindful and careful. If it pulls back, I'd put my stop loss, if you're already in a short, I'd have a stop loss at 91.33. I'd move my stop loss down because if they turn around, you're going to lose all that money. So if they go above 91.26, if they open and close above 91.26, they're going to keep going up. So I'd put my positive stop loss at, I'd do a manual stop at 91.33. That's what I would do since you're already in that short. But for those of you like me who are not in this short, we're going to get a setup going here. And we're going to do sell order. Now what I want to do is, this is the supply zone here that they're targeting on the 100-minute. But I want to get in at the proximal of that. So that's 91.69. So I'm going to do the institutional number of 66. Let's do that. All right, you guys, that's what I have. So if you guys want to jump in this, wait for it to pull back at 91.66. It's only about 50 pips away. Once it pulls back to 91.66, I'm sitting here talking and ain't putting no order in. I hate when I do that. I'll do all that charting and I think just because I annotated, I'm in the trade. And I did that so many times. I got to get back in my Euro Kiwi too. I cashed out of that thing and it tanked, and I'm so mad. I cashed out at my TP1 because I thought it was gonna pull back, and it just kept going down, and I'm like, no! It just blew through my TP1 and went down to TP2. I was so upset. So let's do a sell order there, and then I'm gonna shave at 90.90. I'm gonna shave a little small position there. 89.66. And remember, for those of you who are using MT4 and MT5, make sure you consult the manual on how to shave. This is not how you shave on MT4 and MT5. This is how you shave in America, outside of MT4 and MT5, because we have different laws and rules here on trading. We cannot hedge in the way that you guys may be trading outside of the US. You guys have better and easier opportunities for trading. Way easier. I'd be not on this call if I could trade the way y'all be trading. Y'all can trade both ways. You could be dead wrong. You could put a buy and a sell order both ways, and it's like, that's kind of cheating to me. That ain't trading really. But because you're just gambling, and like you just put a buy and a sell, and whichever one works out, that's the one you hold, the other one you close. Like, it's literally that easy. But you know, it is what it is. I'm a little salty about that America is so well, not specifically all of America, but tying our hands like that. But I know how to work around it. I'm still winning anyway. I just wish that if I'm in a short, like I'm in a short on euro dollar, and then the news comes out, it'd be nice if I could put a buy position while I'm shorting, and then I can make money both ways without getting out of my other position. But in the US, you got to get out. You got to make a decision. You want to go long or short. You can't do both. I'd be so doggone. I wouldn't even lose any trades. I'd just be going back and forth all day long. I was trying to see if there's anything down here, but I don't see anything. Yeah, there's nothing in here. So because there's nothing in here, price action is probably just going to keep tanking. It's probably going to just keep shorting. But here you guys have some opportunities to just shave as it's going down. And once it gets here, I don't have a buy position because ASEAN looks like it's going to be shorting for a while. So I don't want to put a buy order here to go long. These buy orders are just going to shave from here. So I'm going to eventually, as it gets down here, 75% of my position is going to be shaving off of here so I can make some money. And then there's going to be a remaining 25,000 units from here to go down. That's what it's going to be left from here. And I'm just going to hold that and see what happens with this pivot. And then whenever I find a possible opportunity to do another add-on, I'll probably add another set, this 75 back onto here. So it'll be 25 here once it's all done. And then I'll find a place to add another 75 and continue that standard lot short even lower, because they got to go lower. That's why I can't find any demand in here, because that's not a demand level. All right, so there we go with Aussie Yen. I will chart this when I get a chance and fine tune it more. But for right now, we're using what time frame was that? 100-minute? Yeah, I think it was 100-minute. Yeah, we're gonna use this one. What do you think, Falache? What do you think about this analysis? Let me go ahead and save this. I don't know what your analysis was, but that's what I got. So we got ASEAN downtrend, and we're looking at the 100-minute chart. Saving that. And then I'll post it under my profile later. Let me just tag it. All right. So I got to do ASEAN and pound yen. That's what I got to post. All right. Where are we at in the live chat? So we got ASEAN Casey says coin. I don't have that one. Oh yeah, you're doing a stock. Yeah, I don't like stock market. But you got in at 61. Very good. Got in at 61 with stop loss at 57.81. Price target of 65. So this one here, let's do 72 and 48. Let's locate supply and demand. All right, this is the latest curve that we have here. Give me a second, you guys. All them session lines was getting on my nerves. That was just too much noise going on there. All right, so we got a reaction from this pivot over here. So our curve would be this pivot low. This is an untraditional fib here. So what do we have? We have that Coinbase came up. They hit demand. They hit supply. They're back to demand. Oh, they pierced that. So got to use this one like I had originally. And then we got to switch this back to this. So I had the right pivots. Okay. Just had to talk myself into it. KC, you are going up to 65 with a 2-to-1. Yeah, you'll be good. I don't see. We have mid pivot at 66.50, so you're clear up to 66.50. That's where mid pivot is, and we have a supply level right there at that same price. So that's where I would exit. But right now you're good. We do have some resistance coming up here. This is a minor resistance level, but you still need to be mindful of it. They're already in it, looks like. Let me put it on there. Yeah. So this is just a minor level. I wouldn't put too much emphasis on it, but that's on the 100-minute chart. So they're either going to create a base candle, add some orders, continue the uptrend to hit this, or they're going to pull back to this gap here and close it and then take off again. So need to make sure, where's your stop loss? You got in at 61. Oh, then your stop loss should not be at 57.81 anymore because you're positive. So you need to move your stop loss. One of your biggest issues. I think you got to hit your stop loss and lose some money before you learn to change it. Because you got to make money, Casey. Can't make money losing it. 61 is where you're at. Let me type you in on here. Hold on. But you're heading in the right direction, and I think you're going to hit your TP. I think you can actually get more out of it than you think. You can. I think you can get up to 66.50. So you got in at 61. Casey at 61. And you were buying there. And then your stop loss is at 57.80. Uh, 57.81. What he said? Yeah. All right. Yeah, that's way too low. That's you're gonna lose a lot of money way down there. So what you need to do is move your stop loss, Casey. You're already positive, so your stop loss needs to be moved. You need to move your stop loss to like 61. I would do it to where the proximal body of this candle here. So my suggestion to you is to move your stop loss up to 66.44 or 66.45. Let's do that. So move your stop loss to 66.45 and protect that money. Your money's not protected way down here. You're going to lose money if your stop loss is way down here. Change that stop loss to something where it's positive now. Down where you had it, that's a negative stop loss. That's what I call it. And up here, it's a positive stop loss. So I stopped losing my positive money up here. And down here, I stopped losing my negative money. Okay, so you want to stop losing positive money. So you need to put that above your entry and protect that position so that if it pulls back, you still make money if it hits 66.45. You don't make what you wanted to make because it didn't hit your TP, but at least you're protected here. So that's my analysis of Coinbase, is that you're in a good spot. It is in a long. We're at resistance, which I believe is a minor level, but it could push it back. Make sure you're protected and you're free to and clear to go all the way up to 66.50. Hope that helps. Let me see here. If anybody's looking to get in this trade, I'd probably do wherever it started first shooting up the most. That's where you're going to get the most buying pressure. So it basically tells me sellers tried to come in and buyers started right here, just taking off. So I would get in. That's 60.50. If somebody wants to get in this trade, 60.50 is probably where I would consider. And then take it from 60.50 to 66.50. 60.50 is where they started to take off at. So that would be, let me do this here. That way you guys can see it. So I would get in at 60.50 and then I would TP at 66.50. And then we'll get rid of that mid pivot there. So that's what I would do right here, you guys. And let me get rid of those other ones. All right, and then if you guys had wanted a stop loss or something on here, I'll figure something out. Let me think about it. Yeah, let me think about that. Right now, just off the top of my head, I'd probably say that 60-21 maybe off the top of my head, or maybe you guys can do down here 58.56. That seems too low though, but we'll see. Let me figure it out and then I'll post it. But right now I do have an entry of 60.50 and first TP is at 66.50. There's going to be a major supply level here. It's going to cause it to come back down, so I'd get out there. And then let me tag that so I can post that, but I need to add it. Equities. Do I have coin in here? I do not. All right, let's get it in there. Bam. There we go. All right, now let me tag that so I can post that on my profile. Cool. Ooh, I got a lot of messages. All right. That's it. Pilarche says, so I hope that helps, Casey. There you go. On Coinbase there. Let me save this up here too. I think Coinbase is in an uptrend, and we are looking at the 100-minute chart. All right. Bam, bam, save. Coolio. Who do we got next? Pilarche says, your GOAT status is confirmed. He said, well, it's been confirmed, but you know what I mean. I appreciate it, bro. Euro dollar for me, the lower high on the daily is at 109.09. Sorry, yeah, higher low. Oh, okay. So higher low. Let's go look at euro dollar again, real quick. That's from Flop FTM. Let me see. Euro dollar. Yep, pull back again. They pull back because of this area here, this uptrend. So they're just fighting again. Unfortunately, we gotta wait. I don't see any real. There's nothing to turn this thing around and make it go up. Nothing. This is all support, and support is getting weaker and weaker. I can see it here. I don't know how much longer they can keep this support level up. Let me show you what I mean. So when you're at the support like this and you see them move up, so that's 124 pips. They came down here, did it again, 149. Where else? Came down here, did it again, but look what happened. It's only at 65. They're starting to lose their little steam. Okay, even here, when I look at this, because we have this oscillator program, I have an oscillator down here. I color coded it and put in all the specs that I felt like I needed to be able to identify what institutions may be doing to build up orders. So when I start seeing all these blue lines right here, right at support, these orders are placed at the very last minute. So that means they're not real. Plus, nobody should be buying in the middle of curve like this. These are institutions. You're supposed to be buying like down here in demand, not in the middle way up here. So when I start seeing all these blue candles pop up like this, these institutions are forcing this to stay up there. That's what they're doing. But notice it ain't blue no more. It's starting to turn white. And you're starting to get sellers kicking in. And they got some more blue ones in here. So they're going to lose this fight, I believe, personally. But we'll see what happens. And they still have room to come all the way up here. They left supply up here. So that's why I'm protected. And if they do come up here, I'm just going to add a whole new position and we're just going to make more money on the downside. But I'm holding it because I want all of that. I'm not getting in and out for this little money here. I want the big money. So right now I'm still short on here. but they did create, based on this support level flop, they did create a higher low, but they also created a lower high. So what does that tell me? We're still sideways. I don't have any direction right now other than the main one, which is short, and we're still sideways. So I'm just gonna hold my position. We'll see what happens. Thank you for your insight, for giving us those numbers. That this is helping. So when we all help each other, that's amazing. What do we got next? Pilarche says, sang that song. Casey says Johnny Gill. Flop says word. Yep, all right, cool. I think we are good, guys. If no one has anything else, does somebody have anything else? Oh, Kai said he wanted to look at dollar yen. Did we do that one? I don't know if I did that. Dollar yen. Here we go. Dollar yen. I have some supply on dollar yen. This is my curve here. My pivot low is at 98.70, and the pivot high is at 151.94.40. I think I already have dollar yen posted under my profile. So if I go into there, dollar yen. Where's my dollar yen? Dollar yen. Did I have that one? Oh, I didn't post dollar yen? What? Interesting. Oh, I know why I didn't post it. I didn't tag myself. Number one, I didn't give you guys this trade to go long because this is counter trend trading and this is very risky. But I do see it going to the upside or pulling back first before shorting. And I do believe it's going to pull back to either the 9-week or the 8-day chart. And I have 2 orders that I didn't put in yet. I just labeled it just like I said earlier. See how I'm doing that already? 140, 50. And then uh, 111. 33. All right. So we got that in there. And I can't have 2 positions the same size because the US hates us. The land of the free is probably the most bound country you can ever live in. We got more rules and laws of what you can't do. I don't know where they get the idea we're free. You ain't even free to talk on the internet without getting canceled. So I don't know what they mean by freedom. Haven't seen it yet. But anyway, here you have these 2 sell orders here, and I'm going long to these sell orders. If you do so, understand you are counter trend trading. The trend is down. It's a clear downtrend, but I believe they're pulling back. And if you don't know how to do that, don't get in it. Okay. But if you do want to get in this trade, I do not recommend a market order short, even though it's shorting. I recommend doing a setup like this, waiting for it to come to you, and then short, because there's a high probability of it pulling back to the long side before shorting again. So big picture is a short, but intermediate picture or the low time frame picture is long. So this is the 8-day. Let me go down to 8 hours, see what that looks like. See, my stop loss almost getting hit because it's shorting. So, or the big picture is a short, and I was trying to go long to that sell limit order. It only moved up that much here. When did I get in this thing? Oh, I got in here. Here's the breakout. I was trying to find the breakout. So the breakout is here. So it was this red candle here. So if that was the candle, that means we were positive. And why is this thing not working? There we go. I cannot believe I wasn't paying attention to this thing. But we were up 300 pips. I was hoping to get this. It would turn my order over, but I didn't even have an order in up here. But if I did, I would have wanted it to turn over here and then continue shorting. But that's not what I got. So we'll see what happens. If it hits this and stops me out, then I'm just going to wait for it to go up here. Ooh, it's a nice little area here. Kids, don't try this at home. 135. The 70 look like. Let's do. Actually, I'm gonna do that. 50. This meteorite, the sellers already came here, so they got to add orders here to break past these sellers. And when they do, it's going to be a breakout to the upside. So I do not want a big position like that. When you're counter trend trading, you want to use maybe a quarter of what you typically use in case you're wrong. Or in case they like wick and then bring you back down and now you're in drawdown. Even though they might be going up, sometimes they like to do stuff like this. You know, what if I was in a long position and then they like grab me and pull me down before going back up? You want to make sure that your position size is not too heavy for that. So I'm going to do this here. And then when it gets up here, it's going to close both of these out and I'll be left with 51,000 here on the short. So I'm going to just leave that there for now. All right. I don't know what you have, Octane or Kai, but that's what I see on dollar yen. I'm going long to go short, and this long is a counter trend trade, so we'll see what happens there. And I think that's it. Yep, that's it. All right, you guys. I appreciate you. Love you. This was fun. I enjoyed the feedback. I also enjoyed the suggestions of trades to get into. And I hope we can keep doing this and making money together. God bless you guys. And until the next news event, this is the Professor. And I hope you are profiting with me. Last thing, if you guys want to reach out to me, here I am at Telegram on Daily Bread Q&A. You can catch me and the team here at ToshiMarkets.com. You can follow us at Fx'tive HNW on YouTube or on Twitter at Fx'tive HNW as well. Make sure you follow if you want to be updated on anything I'm doing and boost any trade here. That can be your contribution to TradingView. You can be a blessing to somebody else by just boosting it and allowing them to see what we just saw this morning so that we can all make money together. All right. Once again, God bless. You guys have a good one. Take care.